All right, we're here. We're streaming. It's go time. All right. So, I said this like a week or two ago when we were working on our last map, but then I was busy, so I haven't been able to do too many streams. But I put it in my pocket for later. I promised we would do it, so we will do it. The pizza stream. Where we make a tabletop RPG map of a pizzeria. So that's what we're gonna dedicate this entire stream to, however long it takes us. So yeah, we're ready to go. We can just get into it. We can just get started. No need to delay. All right, let's go over here. Got our pizza. Got our slice and a drink. Perfect. All right. So, last time we did this one, we made a part of the museum, and it actually turned out pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. I think this one came off quite nice for what we were going for, which is a bit of an unusual map style, and not really anything I'd made before. But I think we kind of nailed it. This fossil ended up so good. I was so proud of that technique that we did to make it. But now we need to make a location in the strip mall. Because we've got these shops in the strip mall of our small town, our rural Massachusetts in the 1990s town. It's a very specific setting. I know. I say that every time. But it's going to be cool. It's going to be good. And the pizza place is this one here. So we'll have to put the door on the left side. Help me remember that. And it's there. So the door is there. There's a sign in the window. There's more shops here. And that's our pizza place. So let's get into it, shall we? We already made the occult shop. Still have to make the video rental store and the convenience store. I think those ones are going to be hard. The video rental store is going to be downright impossible. So we might end up just making that one close down. I'll try it. I'll attempt it, but it will be hard. I don't know if I'll dedicate a whole stream to it, because that might be a short stream where I go, it's impossible. Okay, I quit. So as always, we're going to start in fantasy, and we're going to landscape it. Okay, first things first, we need nice black canvas to work with. Okay, so for walls, I was thinking we would do brick. It's got to be like red brick, right? And then maybe like a beige accent to it, because we did these duplicate layer walls in the museum, and it actually went pretty hard. So we might actually try that again with some different color schemes. But first we need to find the right kind of brick. I think there might already be a red brick somewhere in here, so let's just find that. If it's not here it'd be in the sci-fi stuff, but I could have sworn it was here. Or maybe I've just made a red brick. Oh, I think it was this. The mud brick wall. Okay. Let's just try it because we can adjust it after with the use of our very helpful tools. So we'll do that, but we'll try to maybe like make it like extra red. I was thinking we'd go like fairly red. Give it an extra red hue. It's pretty good. Maybe make it a bit thicker. We'll put some capstones on the corners. Block them off. Because the rounded part of the brick always looks a little weird. Buildings tend not to just be smooth and rounded like that. We'll put a quick portal here for our door, which we'll put kind of here-ish. And then this will be where the people can sit. We'll put some tables, and we'll put like kind of a long counter and maybe some back rooms. Tonight's EP background. Well, welcome, Gabby Time. Welcome to the stream. We're making a pizza place tonight. We're making a TTRPG pizzeria, which I know not your usual tavern. But I've made 7 million taverns, so we're trying to get more creative. This is for a very strange D&D setting for a campaign I'm working on that is like small town rural Massachusetts in the 1990s. It's a very out there setting, but I promise it will be good. We just need to find the mud brick here so we can grab some capstones for our corners. We'll make them color match. I think we might fade it a little bit. That's a little too red. So we'll do this color first and then we'll match the capstones to it. Maybe we'll just, yeah, we'll just fade the saturation a little bit. That's pretty good. Let's grab all these, move them all together, grab the hue, and just saturate it a little bit. Bump it a bit more towards red. I think that should be good. Okay, so we'll use that as our exterior wall. And then, okay, so last time we did a dual wall when we were making the museum for this town. And it actually went pretty hard. And I think we used like carpet for it, didn't we? Oh, hang on. Oh, merge shapes is not on. Excuse me. Oh, it was just bigger. Okay, I see. I assumed it was the merge shapes option, but it was just bigger. Okay. So we do something like this. Right? We'll turn our shadows off for that. Just need to get it to show, basically. Because we'll come in here and we will turn our shadows off. And then actually we'll turn the caps off so that we can do it ourselves. Since we already have caps here, we can just copy paste. We can just turn it off to better manipulate the map. Okay, so we're gonna do something like that. And then we're gonna take it and we're gonna make it like beige. We're gonna almost like give the impression of like red and beige, kind of like pizza, in the actual walls of the pizzeria. And that'll just sort of like enhance the vibe. There's only so many pizzas we can place in the map that will make it very obvious, but you know, we can do other little tricks to try to emphasize, hey, this is a pizza place. So we'll do kind of like a beige vibe here. And then we'll grab, not that wall, but the other one. And then we're just gonna adjust the portal here. All right. Make it a bit wider. And then kind of hide it where it will be covered by our capstone that we're gonna grab here. Pop that there. Rotate it so it's longer. Boom and boom. Okay, so there's our wall. Right? There's our exterior. So now we can work within that. I always do the walls first. Okay. So that covers. It's decently aligned. Seems about right. So we're gonna need like a counter now. Counter might not be the easiest thing in the world. Okay, so this is something I was thinking about last time, but it's gonna be our problem again. We need to balance the grit with the rustic kind of wholesomeness. So it can't be like the dirtiest, grossest, rat-infested downtown pizzeria, right? It can't be that. But it also isn't like this like rustic Italian countryside villa kitchen, right? So it's a bit of an in-between. They get the impression that it was probably once nice, but maybe it's a little run down. Maybe some of the tiles on the floor are cracked, that kind of thing. So we want like a bit of both. We don't want the players to feel like it's disgusting to eat here, but we also don't want it to be like the most gorgeous, cozy Italian villa in Tuscany pizzeria ever, you know? We gotta balance both. So I think first things first, let's get the oven. So I think that'll be one of the more important assets. And I think we're gonna go with this one. But I don't we could do something like this is what I was thinking, right? Place that here. You live in you live in Tuscany? Wow. All right, we got the pizza expert in here. Okay. Excellent. All right. That's quite a coincidence that I was just randomly talking about that. We're going to need this asset as well. So let's grab that. We need some rolling pins. Just grabbing things that I know we're going to want. Some dishes. Oven mitts, of course. Maybe they are mismatched oven mitts. They give us a bit of down-home charm. Do an apron, maybe line on one of the counters. Okay. Could do like some picture frames on the walls, maybe? Maybe more like this. Yeah, there we go. Since we did our double layer wall here, actually makes it really easy to do picture frames because you do this. Since you have those two layers, you can quite easily do that, and then it looks a little better than having it be like purely on this wall. So we're gonna do something like that, but we'll put a painting under it as well, like so. We do actually have a pizza asset, don't worry. I wouldn't be even attempting this if we didn't have a pizza to work with. That would be a nightmare. I think that's all from the artisan group. Just thinking we could do like, so we're gonna paint that out. It's a sneaky technique that I use a lot, where you wait till the end and flatten something and then paint out the extra to make it look like it sits flush with the wall. Actually, let's grab our pizza right now. It's in the sci-fi one. Pizza. Here we go. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna just want probably to use all of these at some point in here. So I'm grabbing assets I know I'm gonna need, so that we can drag them around later. Let's lock our walls quickly so I'm not constantly clicking on them. Okay. So that'll be our oven. Shrink that down a little bit. We kind of need a sense of scale. It's about maybe that big, about the same size as our pizza. Okay. That'll be smaller. This will be smaller. Okay. And then we'll do this on top of this. Grab that. Group them together. And then we'll just drag them off to the side. Because the first thing I actually do want to do is make our like counter. We'll just put these here for the time being. So, I think table-wise, the sci-fi one is going to have some decent ones because I know there is this one that I like, and there is this one that I like. And so we're going to do these here. A couple of these tables for people to sit on and eat inside the restaurant. And then we're also going to need this for like toppings. People like carrots on their pizza, right? That's a very normal thing to put on your pizza. And then could put another door over here that's like a storage back room. But first things first, I want to do like the counter. So we'll have it go from like the window. And then we could either do this where we layer tables like that. Doesn't look the best, and I'm not a huge fan of it. Or we could try to warp, which might have its own problems. That doesn't look too bad. We're not hitting weird levels yet. Could do something like this, and then something like this. And then have this be like a spot for the person to come in and out if they need to. And then we'll do like toppings sitting flush, and then we'll maybe do like a couple of them. And we'll add our own thing on top of this to hide some of these other items. So we'll do like flip. And then we'll do flip. And we'll add our own toppings into those little things there to disguise. Then we'll go like pizza being served over here. So where you pick it up, we'll put like a cash register. Now, I do think I grabbed my own little cash register because I don't. There is one in the artisan, but it's a little. It's a little bit old-fashioned. Just a tiny bit. I mean, it's not terrible. We made it small. It cranks a little much. Maybe it's like an antique. Oh yeah, I forgot the chairs here, by the way. We want these plasticky chairs? Yeah, hell yeah. That's the kind of cheapness we're looking for. Gotta have a bit of sleaze. So I'll add some chairs in. Be able to eat inside the place. If the players want to. Yeah, so you can kind of see what we're doing now, right? Kind of see where we're going with this. Maybe we'll put like a table here. Ooh, is there like dough? Do we have dough in the artisan pack? Actually, let's look at food within the sci-fi one. I don't think this stuff will work for us very well. No. Oh, pineapple. Yeah, we can put pineapple. We'll use it to spark a debate amongst the players whether or not pineapple deserves to be in pizza. That'll be half the session for that week. I do think there's more than just what we were seeing there, though. I think within the ingredients thing, hell yeah. Okay, here we go. Now we're talking. Okay, now we're talking. Let's go. Garlic. Hell yeah. Some jalapeno. Beans. Want some lettuce on your pizza? Lettuce, cabbage. You can put like stuff in like these, right? Say that there's like a different type of mushroom, maybe. And then do like peppers here. I know they'd already be sliced up, but we gotta make do with what we got. Okay. Ooh, we could do some stuff like this. Sauces. Okay, now we're getting there. Ooh, we'll have to do something to imitate flour on the counter, because I think that'll be a strong impression. Meat. Yeah, you want some ribs on your pizza? Want a whole steak on your pizza? Pineapple. Okay. So we've got our ingredients. Our toppings. Ooh. And put some of this over in our like storage zone over here. Some stuff like that. That gives it a bit more of a modern vibe. Trying to balance modern with rustic, right? So that it looks dated, but not. Like, don't want futuristic. Don't want contemporary 2024. We don't want medieval or like even 1950s or anything like that. We want like specifically 1990s, which is kind of hard. Okay, let's go back here. See what we got. Let's do a little scroll through. In the rations section, what do we have? Ooh, hang on. Some sausage. Let's cover this up. Cover up these carrots. What's an orange thing that people put on pizza that we can pretend that is instead? Players ask. I'm gonna have like a full menu prep of like, you know those pizza places where you can put any topping on? But it's got like a million things. We're gonna do that kind of thing, and the players can just like assemble their own pizza basically. This is all completely optional content for the campaign, but you know, we need to have it. No, sorry, I don't want cheap viewers. I want expensive viewers. So you're timed out. Spam bot. My viewers are only the finest of aristocrats. The aristocracy of Twitch. Okay, those are our sausages. That's good enough. We need some cheese. Can't do without cheese. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at about like dough. Bowl of dough. Well, I guess that's alright. Doesn't look too much like pizza dough though. Cookie. Does any of the cookies look like pizza dough? Not really. Baskets. Okay. As far as flour, there's a few options here. we'll get to that as we go down. Maybe snow would work. Let's see. The rat. Should we put a rat in the kitchen? Yeah, I don't think we need any dead animals in the kitchen. We could put a little rat in the corner and see if anybody notices. But we'll wait till the whole map's done and we'll hide him in the little corner. Someone for the druid to talk to. If there's a druid. This is a bit of a weird setting because I want the world itself to be fairly like normal. It's not like there's going to be like goblins walking around and stuff. It's kind of just going to be like 1990s rural Massachusetts, but the players will have powers if they want them. It can just be a fighter who has a fire axe or something like that, or a baseball bat if they want to be the school jock. But I want it to be kind of like have this layer of like mundane so that we can then get weird with it. But I do want there to be like a veil of the mundane first. We gotta kind of start with that. Yeah, so I was thinking like maybe snowish would work-ish. Sort of, maybe. We need tomatoes. So let's grab that. Celery, not so much. I don't think there's any sliced cucumber or anything like that. That could look alright. Onion, very much so, yes. I'm just grabbing like, I'm assembling ingredients and then we'll spread them out into a nice looking spread. I mean, like they would need like egg for making doughs and stuff like that, but we don't need to show like everything. We want it to just look like what you would see at the front end, because they'd make the doughs ahead of time. Mushroom. Just someone's got like fly agaric on their pizza. Probably not. Do like some stuff here. Can I differentiate some of these? What is that? Who knows? They can decide for themselves what that is. But it'll help us kind of create the illusion that these are all different. Too much repetition looks obviously fake, so we try to create an illusion of uniqueness. Maybe we'll do some greens here. Some sort of leafy green. Big basil leaves, maybe. There we go. Now we got... Each of those look different enough to justify their existence. It's not just a bunch of repeated ingredients. Some stuff would look similar, like your like diced tomatoes would probably look pretty similar to your pepperoni from this far away, but that's why we can leave a couple of them red and stuff like that. Okay, sorry, I was sending a text. It's just a heart. Yeah, does anybody want human heart on their pizza? Pumpkin pizza? Should we just put some weird ingredients just for the sake of it? Just like a pumpkin. Want some pumpkin pizza? We'll toss in a couple weird ingredients. We won't get too weird with it, or it'll stop looking like a pizza place. But we'll maybe put in a couple. We'll sneak in a couple weird ingredients so that if someone's paying attention and like zooming in at the actual map, like we hope players would, then we'll be rewarded for it by being like, wait, you guys have pumpkin pizza? And then they can order a silly pizza. And it'll be fun. Whole tomatoes, we want those. We'll size everything properly, but I'm just grabbing assets, you know how it is. We'll do some of this over in storage. You know, we could shorten this table. So. Make this where you pay. And then make a little like side room here. With a door here so that you kind of come in back. And then make like a little wall fence there. That's an idea. Potatoes. Potato pizza. No, thank you. Grapes? You want grapes on your pizza? Anybody? Anybody? Any takers? Alcohol. I mean, I guess we could use that for like olive oil. We would need some olive oil. Yeah, maybe anything here? Sausages? Maybe we mix a few of these in just for some visual variety here. Make it a little more obvious what that is. Mix a couple of these in. I would have used probably just those, but there's no reason to go back. We'll just use them both. Forgot there was a sausage asset. Whole pig. Want a whole pig on yours? Want a fried egg on your pizza, guys? Starfish pizza? Probably not. That'd be awful. Frog leg pizza? Rat pizza? Okay. That's probably more than enough ingredients. Yeah. We'll need a knife to chop ingredients. Probably something like that. Nice chef's knife. Perfect. And then kind of cookery. We want, yeah, kind of shitty plates. Those almost look like plastic plates or like paper plates. So that's actually kind of perfect. So we'll do something like this, and we'll do 1, 2, and we'll do maybe one more table over here. Actually, let's do 4 tables. Actually, so that'd be perfect. We'll do 1 here, 2, 3, 4 tables inside, and a table outside for whoever wants it. That's the smoker section. And then we'll just like maybe pull this in a little bit. This is a little barrier. It'll be like a little fence door thing, like a saloon kind of door. Okay. And then we'll do something like this. What size is that? 129. We'll do them all 129. So they're all the same size. I would just delete and clone, but they're close enough that we can just dial them up. We need at least one of them to have 4 chairs. Because it's going to be probably a party of 4. That's what I usually aim for, so if the players want to sit, we'll do a 4-chair table. And we'll leave that one empty of old deserted pizza. We'll just put a pizza box on it, and that can be their pizza when they sit down. I don't want them to be too tidy of chairs, because nobody tucks their chair in perfectly, so we give them a little and a little like that. We rotate them a little bit. Nobody tucks the chair in perfectly. Alright, so that's where a party of 4 can sit, in case we have 4 players. Which, who knows? I don't even have players in mind for this one yet. This is long term. Maybe we'll do a table of 2 in the corner. Just for some visual variety. We'll tuck these ones in like no one's sitting here. Let's do a table of 3 here. I tuck these ones in too to not interfere with our more important table, the player table. Pop that one over. Pop that one over. Pop that over. Okay, so there's our interior. Now I think I warped maybe the color of that a little bit, maybe faded a little bit, but we'll do that later. Now we can take these, maybe make like a longer matching table here, just to keep that same color aesthetic. Oh, wrong thing. Ooh, you know what? We could do the dough over here, because it would show better on the blue plastic table. And then we'll just stretch it out. Do a nice long table. Let it sit under that. This will be our olive oil. Maybe we'll pop that here. There we go. We do 2 tables. And then we'll do room right here. Boom. Storage room. So, if we wanted to do that, we would need to unlock this, add a node. You know what? Actually, might even be smarter to just red brick over here. Mud. This might be easier than trying to warp our pattern. Just make it approximately the same size. Go 1, 2. So we sit above, and then we'll just give it a bit more red. Give it a bit more red. There we go. And then do the same thing over here. Something like that for our little storage room. That a little rotate since nothing ever sits perfectly. Okay, so something like this is our layout. And then we'll just look at all our walls. I think even the wooden wall that looks like... Ooh, you know what? Okay, I'm having a bit of a harebrained idea here. Like, what if we did... Because that kind of has like a curve to it, right? Make it blue. And then we make it almost completely invisible. It's a bit of a harebrained idea, I'll admit. Right? 1, 2. I'm trying to make a glass pane. And then we do metal. The pipes would work, but a metal wall would also serve fine. Where is it? This. And we'll just make it silver. Match the table. And then we'll just like make our own thing. kind of like shows off what's there, but like blocks people from sneezing on the food. Could have done a wall with the wall tool, but it's fine. We're already halfway done it. Right, and then like kind of put halfway down. We're gonna adjust the opacity of our glass a bit, but like something like that, right? Grab our glass. That kind of works. Right, and then we'll group all that and just kind of like expand it out to fit our table properly. Then we'll just move some stuff around a bit. Okay, I think we should relock some stuff. We'll take capstones and make smaller versions of them. Indicate a door over here. We are gonna maybe wanna make that a little smaller. Something like that. Okay. There we go. There's a little storage room. Do a couple more of these. We'll switch up the music in a sec. I know this is very appropriate music, but we have more very appropriate music. We've already been going for like an hour with this song. Okay. I lose track of time a lot. But if you've seen the stream before, you know that already. Okay, so we'll keep some of the more important stuff. We'll move some stuff around. Pumpkin? Question mark? Maybe we'll do some peppers in that. That'll give us some more room. Chop some stuff here. Ooh, there is a cutting board, isn't there? Just why not have a cutting board? Oh, maybe it's in Savan? Yeah, it is. Ooh, the forks and knives. That's very, like, dining room. Okay. And then that. Pop that up onto cutting board, make it a little bigger. We don't need too much clutter here. But, you know, some clutter. Some clutter is good. Take that. We'll remove the shadows from those so they sit flush. Very nice. Maybe we'll just flip one of them. Give ourselves a little bit of better visual diversity there. Nice, a little precarious, but that's okay. Nobody's gonna call health and safety on our fake restaurant. Right, chat, right? None of you are gonna call health and safety on me, right? I let all the food intermingle like this? Just sitting next to each other on the counter? Okay, so we got like our counter full of toppings. Our hey, come pay here counter. Maybe we'll just like, what if we just take these, right? And just kind of stack them. Okay, beautiful. We love it. And then flour. I swear I've done flour before. Oh, maybe we paint it on. Let's actually grab some doors. So I think I used like a glass door. But I don't think it was that glass door. That's a little too futuristic. Window? Maybe it was a window? Ooh, it might have been. Yeah, okay. And then we use like a normal door on the interior from this. Or something like this. Block in our storage closet. There we go. Beautiful. Oh yeah, music. Oh, loud. All right. We'll do like barrels. We'll do sacks of flour. All right. Back in here. We'll even do one over here. What layer are those tables on? Hello? We're on -5. Okay, they shouldn't be there. Okay. That's our sack of flour. Right. Okay. Now we're kind of moving. It's looking good. Something in there. Certainly. And then we'll do like some more modern containers for stuff as well. Kind of balance things out. Do you think there's like a basket? A basket? There's a basket full of sausages somewhere. That's what I was trying to say. We could do this. It's kind of small. There we go. Okay, that's good for that, but should look at money. Dollars. That might help modernize our old-fashioned cash register just a little bit. Just put a little bit of cash right in front of it. Dollar bills. People know what a dollar bill looks like. Okay. Any signs? No. Definitely don't want to buy a hazard sign in our kitchen. Probably not a good idea. Yeah, these are some more modern kind of like pots and stuff we can put back there to just kind of mix up old and new a little bit. About... Oh, we could do kind of something like that on the ground, maybe in the corner. Just some trash they missed. We should do a garbage can, shouldn't we? How did we do a garbage can last time? It was genius, but I don't remember how I did it. All I remember was that it was good. Cigarette. Oh, that was outside. We did one of those outside. So maybe we'll say that's someone was eating their pizza with a fork and a knife over here. Absolute asshole. Just was using a fork and a knife over there. Kick him out. Ban him from the restaurant. Now I was thinking we could try like a blood spatter as flour if we can turn it pure white. Right? That was one of my ideas. Because it's kind of got a bit of a splattery kind of... Like it could be powdery, you know? If we get the right aesthetic. But we would have to do like this, and yeah, maybe not. I don't think we can quite get it because of its mask that it's already got on it. I don't think we could quite get it to look right. Yeah, it won't. Hang on. Actually. Ooh. There we go. And then we do like a different one. And we kind of fade a few of them out. So it kind of looks like... It looks like cocaine. But hey, flour and cocaine, very similar. Very similar. Okay, and then we'll have to make sure these aren't sitting on the top layer. No reason for them to. Drop that down below. Nothing else is on 5. Good. That means nothing else will be interfered with in terms of lighting. Very nice. Beautiful. Looking good. I think the tiles we put down will kind of finish it, you know? That'll be our cherry on top. And then we'll paint a bit of lighting. Put like some smaller kind of boxes in here. Cardboard boxes. Oh yeah, there we go. For some more like kind of modern stuff to balance out our old-fashioned crap that we've got going on here. Give it a bit of balance. Some cardboard boxes. Okay. There we go. Nice little storage room. Beautiful. Now we're talking. Okay, so we do need a wall. I think it's just a wood wall, but we need to find it. It is. It is. It is. It is. Oh yeah, I got distracted. That's why. It's this one. I got distracted with my genius idea for the glass case. Something like this. It's a simple little like wooden divider line of like, hey, you don't get to walk past here, man. Little kind of swinging saloon door. And we'll just desaturate a little bit. Kind of darken it a little bit. Fade it away. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I think it's looking pretty good. We will swap up the painting in one of these. And we'll give it like some real sap boost. Or you know what? Maybe this one. Just to kind of give some variety to these paintings. Whatever there. There we go. No two the same. Toss that in the corner over here. We'll darken it. So we'll need to be. Okay. Now we need the tiles. So let's just start with tile. No. I'm thinking maybe these. Maybe these. Maybe just plain white tiles. And maybe we'll give them a little 45. Just to not look too tidy. So we'll try this. So we can always just replace it quite easily. Do something like that. What the? Excuse me? Hello? Sir? Oh, okay. Interesting. Let's also try on a 45 these, because I think these are kind of aesthetic too. They kind of have the right vibe. Maybe we'll even just darken them a little, just to kind of get them out of sight a little bit. It's not quite right. Is that too loud? It's definitely too loud for the top up here. I don't really like that. Maybe we could do something a little more muted. Do something like this. Spin it on a 45 as well. All right. Spin our 45. Shrink this texture scale to about there-ish. And then it's kind of like something like this, maybe? If we painted shadows, it would look better, that's for sure. But what could we use for our other ones? Because we can just do something like, ooh, hang on. This might not be bad. What if we take this, put it on a 45? I'm liking the 45. Somewhere around that scale. And then let's try it like that. It's a little more rustic, that's for sure. And we're going for a little cheaper. So I'm actually thinking maybe this one is better. But we'll find something else for back here. Maybe just something nice and simple for back here. Something like this. And then we'll change the scale. We won't do the 45 here. We'll just do something like this. And then we'll like something like that. And then in here, take like the darker. Move our scale down. We even do something like that. Nah, it makes the scale look too weird. We'd have to keep it similar. We could just do it like wood in there. Just mix things up. Probably wouldn't be wood IRL, but do something like that. That's pretty good. For visual variety's sake. And then we come back to here. Drop our opacity to about 0.25. Go back here and start doing some shading. Give ourselves a sense of depth. And we'll add a bit of light. So we start with our walls. And our counter here. Okay. Beautiful. It's clearly obvious that they're walls. By just adding some heavy shadows in there. Something kind of light there, not too heavy. This is where you pay. We'll add a little rat in this corner too, just for fun. And hey, if a player wants to threaten the business by calling health and safety on them by going, I will call health and safety if you don't get me free pizza, then we'll let them make a deception check and they can have their pizza for free. It's not the end of the world. In fact, it'd be funny if someone did that. Yeah, so now we got some depth going on. Things look like they sit in the actual restaurant now. Beautiful. Now, if we wanted, we could come in here and do some really fine detailing. So, it's going to be precise, but we're going to basically do this. This is very not needed detail, but we're perfectionists here on this channel. So there's a lot of work for a map that they might just not even go in. Oh, I don't feel like pizza today. Let's go get Chinese food. Damn. And then we'll cry in the corner. Me and chat will cry because we'll know how much work was put into it. See, we're just cracking some of the tiles. We don't want it to draw the eye. We don't want it to be too obvious, but we're just, you know, adding a bit of visual interest for the keen viewer. Makes it look not like a wallpaper, you know? And I'm marking up, scuffing some of the tiles. Can do that here too. I'd walk along this path pretty often, right? So we would need mark up a few of these. Make it look not so pristine. There we go. It's looking good. We could even add like a slight watch. First things first, sharpness. We use that on every map. Vignette, because it's an interior. Drop it down one layer so it doesn't interfere with our other lighting. Tighten it up a slight bit. Then we could even do, not this heavy, just a touch to make our light stand out a little more. Just sit it at 0.1. And then we'll do lighting. First things first, light from our oven. Get up to 5 so it interacts with everything. Do 2 of them for an extra bright effect. Make the second one a bit bigger. So we base some more stuff with light. Maybe just a touch smaller since we didn't do too much. Just a little bit less prominent. There we go. And then top layer back to shadow. We're gonna come in here and we're gonna make this look darker by shading on top of all this stuff here. This is a darker room. No light source in it. So let's reflect that. Like so. Okay. There we go. Now, we're gonna need to take this oven. We're gonna have to probably flatten that too. And then let's try that. Flatten the background. Ooh, hang on. That needs to come as well since it's sitting under. There we go. As long as nothing changes, we did it right. Now we can take full opacity. Boom. No. What did we do? Oh, we're still on the top layer. There we go. Now we paint under that. Boom. Okay. Get rid of that back end of the oven. And it can just not be distracting like that. Okay. Come back down here for our shadows. Bottom layer. Some kind of darker stuff against the walls here. Maybe a bit of light over here will do. Yeah. Looking pretty good. For scale, I'm just shrinking these a bit. That's sitting a little too high. We're just gonna adjust some like brightness stuff to kind of make some stuff blend a little better. Ooh, you know what? Steam. Oh, it's not what it's called. It's called fog. Do something like this. Make that pizza look appetizing, but not blue. There we go. So we'll take something like that. Do 2 of them. There we go. Nice and warm. Beautiful. Okay. Rat. Our little lad. No. The rat has like red eyes. Is there a mouse? Okay, the rat has like glowing red eyes because it's like a fantasy rat, but let's just is there a mouse? Mouse? Wow. I mean all right, don't get smart with me, Incarnate. Not that kind of mouse. Okay, then you know what we'll do? To fix the red eyes, we will do a classic time-honored Charlemagne trick. How to hide anything in any asset. Where this rat's going to be a bit bigger. Nice big rat. Okay. I was taking a look at that. Come back and get our coin. And then we're gonna shrink it down. Boom. Boom. There we go. There, no red eyes. Okay. I mean, it's quite a pizza place. Maybe we'll do one more of these bad boys in here. Some extra clutter. And a bit of shading here. Ooh, and then a light over here. Light. Up to the top. Okay. Do it like that. And then kind of maybe a bit of the saturation away from it. Make it nice and wide. Get some sunbeams going on here. Something like that. Okay, there we go. I think that's pretty good. Now the only question is, should we grab all these and maybe just like desaturate them a little bit? And then maybe not this one. That's pretty good. And I'll fade those a little bit. I think it's pretty obvious what this is. The pumpkin is still... Should we just leave that there? Should we just leave the pumpkin? Be a little silly. The setting is a little silly by default. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the peppers, by the way. So what if we grab this pepper and like change it to and already break it down. Turn off random stamps, so that'll make this easier. But we'll turn on random direction. There. Now we have kind of some less obviously the same stuff. Enough stuff that it looks like we got a big menu so that we can convincingly let the players order whatever they want. You want corn on your pizza? Yeah, we got that somewhere in the back. I think it's pretty good. I don't know if there's too much else to change. as a joke for us, chat, for me and you, we'll say if they come in here and order pizza, we'll say that the clerk is like struggling, the chef is like struggling with the cash register, and they're like, this damn antique, this old ass cash register, why couldn't we have just bought a new one? Why do we have to buy an antique? It's a pizza parlor. We'll give it a name later once the person who works here has a name. I always name things at the end. I know I want it in. Just don't know what I want it to be called yet. You know what? There might be a little more painting we can do. Now that I'm looking at the map, I can come in here and just touch some of these edges here to give a bit more vertical spacing. This one we're going to need to be precise about. So, for the most part, pretty good here. Just a few touches. Helps the eye. Subtle, but it helps the eye. Bit of shading in here. Like so. And then again here. Create the image that this wall's taller than that as well. Maybe even a bit here. Come in here, darken some of that stuff. Okay. There we go. What about just a touch for our verticality here? Oh, you know what? This doesn't quite line up. I'm gonna group that. Take this 1, 2, 3, 4 over. Bump this over as well. Now that we're ungrouped, we may as well make these line up a little better. They should go about like so. Take this in a glass as well. Okay. I don't think we're going over here. We're not. Okay. Then that should be about good. Whew. That was quite a lot of work. We had to get creative in some spots. But I think overall it looks pretty good. It's a good mix of like a little sleazy and a little nice. Looks like maybe it was once kind of upscale, but it's kind of a little ramshackle now. At one point, it was a nice pizzeria. Not too much anymore, but they still turn out a good pie, you know? Anyways, I think we'll call this one here. I think we'll say this is finished. Okay. I think we'll end here for today, since this was quite a map. I didn't think we'd do a long stream tonight. I figured we'd just do a cozy little pizza stream and not do anything else. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the pizza stream if we worked on something else. But you know, we're getting there. Yeah, you're not allowed to see those bottom ones. Sorry. We're getting there. Anyways, this is the town itself. So that's gonna be here in the strip mall. That's kind of this building in here. We got a whole town to build, but we're getting there. Some of the stuff can't be shown on stream, but some of the, like, you know, little places, some of the optional little areas can be. So I try to show those on stream, have some fun with them. You know, we got a lot of interesting little buildings here. We still got to do the rest of the museum. So we got to do an art one. We got to do an art section, an aquarium section, and a like ancient civilizations section. So there's still more work to do on the bones one. Maybe we'll do that next week when I'm less busy. Yeah, that sounds good. Anyways, we will call our pizza parlor complete. Beautiful. Would you come to my pizza parlor, chat? Yes, you would. You know you would. All right. Anyways, we will wrap up here for tonight. Next stream will be tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, for some more Gaunt's Gold, our heist campaign. What are they gonna do? They're gonna bring. they got some quests to turn in, so some stuff will happen. Some interesting developments will occur, and they also need to break into a talent agent's house in the middle of the night to try to steal back the original copies of a demonic contract that a dancer's gotten herself into. So yeah, that's what they'll be doing next session. So tune in tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, for some of that. It's always a good time. It's a very funny and also emotional campaign. It's both. It's good. It's good stuff. Anyways, thank you for keeping me company while I plunk away at a pizzeria. Never made a pizzeria in a TTRPG map before, but I think, as always, we did a good job. I think it turned out pretty great. As long as you can look at it and instantly go, I understand this vibe. As long as you can instantly get the atmosphere, then we did our job. And I think we did our job. As always, I come back sometimes and make little edits, but overall, I think it's pretty done. So yeah, we will call it a stream. Thanks for keeping me company, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Take care. Tuck you in. It's bedtime. Go to bed.